Alright, today I got a complaint of rattle from what I've heard. I got to contact the customer. Last night I test drove this and I'm feeling a pretty good shimmy on acceleration, kind of like an axle, but they said rattle, so I got to confirm with the customer. I'm going to use my MPH and my pico to try to pinpoint it. I have a couple codes here: alternator circuit and ACG. And there's some power control unit, lost communication with MICU. None of this stuff I'm really worried about right now. This is part of what I do. Do a little preliminary on it. These tires look like they're in pretty good shape, but they are different than the fronts. Fronts are brand new-ish. Still got the red dot thing going on there, but it's a different brand. Just the front twos. The front two tires are new, and these ones are what seems to be in good shape. I don't see anything, goofy. Like this could possibly be a reason why the alternator's wigging out, if that's a code on there. It was pretty tight. I don't know if that's causing anything there. I don't like that, but I am going to put this back. It's not here for anything else other than the vibration, so I'm just gonna put that there. If it fixes it, you got a little freebie there. I don't have to put too much stress on the wiring, and all the grounds look really crappy on this thing. I don't know if you can see that one right here. See the green crusties starting to happen, and a little bit going on here. And the suspension felt tight last night. No weird rattles. A little bit of wind noise. I don't know how normal that is for these. Right now, I'm going to go take it for a road test. Little thing to note on this: when I started it up, had a little bit of a rough idle for a second or two. It's gone now, so I just wanted to notate that. Got the Econo button is on. There's an indication there too, it's on. This did not make a difference when I test drove it yesterday as far as the vibration. I really want to make sure that I am diagnosing the correct issue, because the description was a rattle at 45 miles an hour. Around that speed to 50, if you're on the accelerator, like if I go up like a steady hill, I could feel a shimmy right in the seat of my pants. It feels exactly like inner CV joint failure. I don't know if it's left or right, and hopefully I can actually pinpoint it with the NVH. I wonder if I turn the wheel all the way, I have to find a place to do that. Really, that would only be usually for a noise. You turn it all the way and you hear the clicking, that's the outer. I can feel a little bit of vibration. It's like right now I can feel pretty good. Once I let go, it smooths out. Right now I can feel it a little bit. It's only when I have my foot on the accelerator. Yeah, I feel it in the seat. I checked with the Econ button on and off. There's no difference. It does it all the time. This stretch of road here is new, so it should be smooth enough for me. Like, I can feel it a little now. I can feel it. I don't know if you can see that's shaking. The road is perfectly smooth, but we get to the top here and I'm accelerating pretty hard, and it's shimmying pretty hard. Let off and it's smooth as butter. Right now I'm on decel the whole time. I don't feel anything. It's perfectly smooth. Well, that's pretty much all I can do for the test drive. I don't even know if it's showing up. It's probably pointless to include it in the video because you can't really see it. You're just going to have to take my word for it. This is why it's so important for me to talk to the customer. There's a rattle when the fan comes on. I doubt that's what he's hearing because he said at 45. There's a noise. I have inline 4. That's the tire size. I checked front and rear. They're all the same. Under advanced, it is a CVT. And that's what I have for the ratios there. And the final drive, 3.941 is the actual thing there. This is front wheel drive. Okay, I started recording. Road's a little noisy here, so I am seeing, it's like T1 lateral. Green is lateral, as I expected. Right now I'm doing 45. Road's not exactly great here. Now I'm decelling. You see how it just goes down. I'm accelerating. You see that? Now, decel. And my laptop's falling over. 1 second. I am turning onto the road that is nice and smooth and an uphill. There you go. Get back on the road. I was driving off the road. There's my vibration. Almost 50 millig's. So I'm going pretty fast now. I'm going 60. So it's too fast. I'm slowing down. Oh yeah. Alright. That's enough. Analyze it, and then I'm going to have to figure out where to put the accelerometer next to try to pinpoint which axle that is. Okay, I'm pulled over right now, and this is either going to be a stupid idea or a good idea, but I just noticed that. So I'll tighten that a little bit up on there. That should be good enough, but right here is where I put the accelerometer. If you can see it. Can't see it. See the wire right here. So hopefully that doesn't rest too much on that bellow. I don't want to get it too close to the exhaust. But I have it right there on the cam member. You can see the axle going there. And that's the inner. I'm going to take a reading in that position, and now I'm going to do the same thing on the driver's side, and hopefully I can see which side has more amplitude. It's pretty high there. 70, 80, 90, 130. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop and reposition it. I'm pretty sure it's on the right side. That went up pretty damn high. They're all pretty high there. You got 43, 41, and 120. This one is a little bit easier to get to. It's right there. It's not on the sway bar, but it's pretty close. I just didn't want it to touch those bellows. Hopefully this shows what I wanted to show. high on this side too. Seems like it's higher. Now it is possible that it could need both axles. Yes, anything's possible. It appears that this side is actually higher. So we got 141, 42, and 30, basically 35. Seems like pretty high on both. So I'm going to have to do a couple more checks. I'm going to jack it up in the front and see if I can feel the axles. As of now, it's looking like I don't have 100% definitive proof on whether it's left or right or both. And if anybody asks why going the computer route instead of the old school route, I have to do all this in the driveway. So it's kind of the reason why. I don't know what I'm going to see just yet. That's wet, and I don't see anything dripping on it, so that's kind of a little bit of a red flag. What do I see here? I have to look through the screen. It's a little bit wet there, but there's nothing coming from up top. A little bit from there. Dry up on that part of the bracket. And just kind of dry around there. Oh my god, this is not easy to do. This axle, to be honest with you, looks brand new. Oh boy. Look at that. I still haven't talked to the customer yet. I gotta find out when this started happening. This looks really new. Oh, wait. Now this is the reason why I was resorting to the MPH, because if you can see, that's my belly. I'm not super fat, but I'm about 230 pounds. And I guess I can get it higher if I put it, if I jack it up a little differently. Time to do a little bit more digging. We got some of this stuff going on here. There's some stuff that could definitely cause a rattle. It's super hot, so I gotta hold it. It's so hot, but I don't feel any play up and down. I'm taking the slack out because I can do that. Right, so I'm taking the slack out, and I feel there's a little. Now, I don't know how much is normal. Alright. NCV 36163 42022R. So I want to see if I can find this part, cross-reference it. It'd be funny if that R is supposed to mean right side, and this is the driver's side being left. There's the passenger side. See, this one has, I don't know where that dampener is supposed to be, and I don't know if it's supposed to be clocked or whatever, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to rotate. That is quite a bit. Kind of more than I would expect to see, to be honest. Yeah, that bearing has some play. Might have to call this bearing. You can see it moving a little. Yep. Little bonus footage. I thought it was the fans making noise. Sounds like it's coming in, going in a couple spots. I can't get my battery's so low that the light won't turn on the phone, so I gotta use this. I think there's some kind of rattle over up in this area. However, I don't know if you can see. Look at that pulley. That idler, I'm sorry, that tensioner ain't doing so good. I'm going to try a little experiment here. Replace the pickles. Here we go. I'm going to try to put the screwdriver close to the microphone. I don't know if that'll work at all, but let's see. I want it to stop for a second. Alright, it's not doing it now. I wonder if that's picking it up. I wonder if it's picking it up. I don't know if it picked it up, but you can see the vibrations in the video screen while I was doing it.